Development experts have advised the government to deal with economic fundamentals first if the country is to attain middle-income status by the year 2020. Speaking on a panel of experts, the Dean of School of Economics at Makerere University, Professor Edward Bale, said while attaining lower middle-income status is possible, the present economic conditions may not guarantee success.
Growth computation, assuming a constant population, then it is somewhat seems that you need to double, almost more than double the growth rate that happened in the decade, to move to that status in 3 years. I'm not saying that it is impossible, but the challenge is enormous. And when you look at issues like land rights,
the National Planning Authority projects that for Uganda to achieve lower middle-income status, the economy needs to grow sustainably at 6.3% per year. Last financial year, the economy grew at just 4.6%, below the target of 5.8%. Already this year, the World Bank has degraded the growth prospects from 5.8% to 5%, taking note of the huge inequalities in development and income.
If you are going back to the issue of income, my discomfort is about the lack of mention of inequality, the lack of mention of vulnerability. When you look at what has happened in Uganda, we've been celebrating. The other day, we are launching a report about poverty. We are celebrating with reduced poverty. But over 40% of the people who go out of poverty actually can easily slide back. So what kind of progress are we talking about? And is this the progress that we are going to move forward with?
The Executive Director of the National Planning Authority, Dr. Joseph Mvawala, said that while Uganda has the right strategies and policies, implementation is wanting.
Every Ugandan agrees that we should be strengthening the implementation, effectiveness and efficiency of the public service. Efficiency of public service delivery. Even when we provide inputs, we still have inefficiency. So we are losing money.
The stakeholders in the financial services sector point out that it's not the market that has failed, but structural challenges.
But the thing that I didn't like that he talked about was that the market has failed. I don't think the market has failed. What we are facing are structural challenges in the sector, meaning that the forces of demand and supply are still at play. It is when we were at school, we talked about the curve for demand, another one for supply, and where they meet, that is where the price is set. And that's what we are currently having. What we need to do is to look at ways of trying to resolve those structural challenges so that at the end of the day, we have the market function to the expectation of everybody.
On his part, the Deputy Prime Minister, General Moses Ali, blamed corruption and the poor implementation of programs and projects.
I want to take this opportunity to reaffirm His Excellency the President's commitment that this is a Kisanja Hakuna Machezo. Therefore, government will this time deal with the two major impediments that have slowed our progress: corruption by public officials and delay of decision making. But corruption is not it cannot be done by one person.
National Development Plan 2, the ruling NRM Manifesto for 2016-2021, as well as other policy documents project that Uganda will become a lower middle-income country by the year 2020. Whether that shall be achieved remains to be seen.